Hi guys, this is Simeon here. Long time no see. I have really had the strong urge to start filming again. We've received a lot of messages, thank you so much. We are alright now, it was a rough winter, but we are alright. We are digging in here, doing a lot of work on the farm. And today I want to show you the grazing we're doing, the sheep, the lambs you're gonna see, and a lot of other things, the gravity fed water line we put in on the farm. But I'm also gonna share some personal stuff about our family. Stay tuned. We just moved the sheep. We had them out on pasture for a week or so, but yesterday we had rain, snow mixed rain, really cold all day, and we didn't want to have them out here. So we put them in the stable, which is good because we had 2 or 3 newborns come. These are 2 old Austrian heritage breed sheep, and we're using them to manage the grass here on the farm. And right now it's spring. Growth is still a little slow. In a week or 2 it's all gonna explode. And right now, to not stun the plants too much and to keep some of the leaf mass on as a solar panel, we are just tip grazing. We are moving them, we're giving them bigger areas, and as you can see here, they are tip grazing. Right now it's morning, which is not the ideal time for a move like this because it's a lot of dew, it's very moist. The fresh grass can cause more diarrhea, but they just ate a bunch of hay. Normally we move them at about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, when also the parasites have moved from the grass tips down lower on the stem, and we'll have less issues with that. The water system we installed here on the farm has access points with a quick valve every 30 meters. And right down there we have the next access point, which I'm gonna go and connect that now, so they have fresh running water from the mountain spring up from top from the farm. These are really handy waterers with the floating valve that you can purchase here quite cheap, and they're perfect for sheep. And with this we have 7 to 8 bar pressure down here. This is the lowest point of the water line, and we have however much fresh water that we need. We're actually using the Gallagher Smart Fence here that has 4 hot wires that you set up with one go. The bottom wire is too low for us, so we're going to be moving that to here. But right now when the lambs are born, it's still fine. Most of the grass is still quite short. But we're going to move it up in a few days just because it grounds out so much. We're doing holistic plant grazing. Over the last months I have planned the grazing for the season for this farm, and we are going to apply this for the first season now. It's a quite complex grazing here on the farm because we have all the harvesting times for the blueberries, for the fruit trees and the walnut trees. We have geese, we have ducks, we have chicken, we have pastured pigs, and we have the sheep. It's a very complex grazing, and so it took a lot of effort, and I will be sharing more about that in the future. So I installed this water line. We tapped a spring up in the mountain. This is something I also planned for this farm. I consulted them on this when I first arrived. I walked the property for a long time, and just to get a picture of everything, I found several untapped springs where the water was coming out of the mountain, and we tapped the spring, we put in a tank, and now it's a gravity fed water system all spread out over the farm. We laid down over 2 kilometers of water pipe, and we have access points about every 30 meters plus minus. And this now allows us to tap into water with this quick valve anywhere on the property when we rotate all the different livestock that we have here. We can be anywhere, and with a 50-meter mobile hose we can reach any part of the property. This is not going to be for watering plants, though we can use it sometimes a little bit for the market garden that will be started here this year. It is mainly for the livestock, and we have a 4 cubic meter buffer up there, which is roughly 1,000 gallons. As you can see here, this is the end of the line. This is the lowest part of the property, about 75 meters lower than where the spring is and the water tank is. And you see that the line, and this is a seasonal line that we'll be using from April through November. And it can take light frosts, heavy frosts, it'll obviously get frozen and plug. We are going to empty it. We have air valves at the top, and we just empty the whole line. Right now, right in the beginning, we're struggling a little bit with hot water in the pipes from the sun, but in about a week all the pipe will be covered by vegetation, and that will not be an issue anymore. So it's just laying here, and the UV light will not reach the pipe, which will also make it last longer. So here among the blueberries we're going to be grazing with geese, because the sheep are eating now in the springtime and summertime. They're eating the young buds and young branches. In the fall, once the leaves have turned color and are dropping, we could actually let the sheep in here, but we will be grazing with the geese here till November. So right here it won't be a need. Other places we'll also put the sheep into the blueberries. Behind me in the background you can see fence posts that I'm going to be hitting into the ground today. With these daily moves, at some places we will put in a permanent fence, which will just cut our daily work time in half. Right now it takes me about 35 to 45 minutes to move these sheep. Once I have a permanent fence on the side of the fields, it will take me about 20 to 30 minutes each day to move these sheep, which is a big saving. The amount of grass that we grow and the health that we bring to the sheep is absolutely worth the effort. And whether I have about 50-60 sheep with lambs like I have right now, or 200, this daily time will not increase so much. So the more animals you have, the more worth it actually is to do these daily moves. So I wanted to let you guys know something. You guys know that a few years ago, the farm in Sweden where we started the channel, where we started to share our life story, we came under a threat from a company that wanted to do prospecting, and the government gave the permission on my parents' land and the surrounding farms that they would do the prospecting. That threat is gone now. A lot of you guys have been asking about that and come back about it and ask how is it going with that. So I just wanted to give you guys this update. A while ago this resolved. The company never did any test drills there during that time. They wanted to extend their license, and the government said, look, you guys have had 3 years time to do this. We're not going to extend the license. So this was a big relief, and we're very happy that that resolved. Just want to give you guys this update because this has been part of the journey here on the channel, and a lot of you guys have been asking about it. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. I'm glad we can start filming again. We're not in lockdown anymore. We are fine, able to move about here at the moment. So hope you are all having a good spring, and see you soon. Bye bye.